hello, good day. How are you today? Um, I yeah, it's kind of okay. So today is kind of cool because we get to do some. Oh, yeah. Yikes! I just realized. Okay, so there's two interesting things that we're going to do today. What we were working on yesterday. At the end of the day, here I can run the script because why not? What we were about to do at the end of the day yesterday was it was just now I realized like how these two things work together. We were going to set it up so that Trusty Bard would let people know via Twitter when they leveled up, if they were playing through Twitter or if they had their account linked to Twitter. And so the other thing, I'm actually going to do that second. Oh gosh, it doesn't really matter what order I do it in because the funny other thing that I'm going to be doing is giving out free levels. Excuse me, I rebalanced the game yesterday, and actually I made it so that you level up a little bit faster than you used to. So what I'm going to do today is give out some like retrofit some adventures with levels that they would have earned if the previous balancing had been in place previously. Vinny, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Alright, so I'll switch over to, I'm almost ready to switch over to Facecam, or switch over to Screen Cam. I mean, I can switch over anytime, whatever. Why not do it now? Okay, so, what was oh yeah, alright, so I have to kind of set up another script because I have to make a new script to basically go through and edit everyone's data. It should be an interesting day today. I think things are probably gonna go pretty well, is my hope. At least it's gonna be fun, no matter how things go. It's gonna be a little bit fun, and hopefully things go well as well, right? Wouldn't that just be the icing on the cake? All right, so I'm gonna put this in the test folder, just because I don't really know a better place for it. I'm gonna call this script free levels because that's what it is, all caps, free levels. All right, what we're going to do here is, yikes. So the first thing that we want to do is, so import. Stop, PyCharm, stop. Never tell me this ever again. You're the worst. Creative, hey, welcome. How's it going? Free levels! Import OS. I know I need OS because I need to do what's the thing where I get like a list of the directory. I know I've done this a million times and I should know it by heart by now, but whatever. List dir, is it? Lister, os.lister, yeah. Alright, see, I did know, right? Okay. So player list equals os.listdir players. Oh, excuse me. Actually, it's dot dot. It's we have to do dot dot slash because it's down one folder and then back up one folder. So players. Yeah, and then so then for li in player list if exists or yeah, so if os dot path dot or okay, so I'll say path equals dot dot slash players slash plus li, and then so if os dot path dot exists path plus slash exp. So if this player has an experience.txt file, I don't know why I typed that so strangely, whatever. If that player has an experience.txt file, then we are going to give them free levels. Because the thing we did yesterday is that the new players get free levels pretty fast. So, yeah, we're going to so like new players at this point basically get free levels. So, right. So this is for the veteran players among us. Free levels. the way I'm going to process the script, it's not going to apply the levels instantaneously. It's going to set up the levels in such a way that for a while, anytime anyone gains experience, they're going to level up. So that'll be fun. I think, I don't know, or it'll get annoying, and if it gets too annoying, I can go back and do it the other way. But all right. So if os path dot exists, right. So this is the case where we have today. What does it give? I don't know why it's giving me a squiggly red line here. I'm assuming it's just being silly. Okay, so in this case, we will say with open path plus actually, we can just set the path to, because like the only file that we're actually editing here is the /exp.txt file, so we can just set the path directly to that, and then we don't have to keep writing like path plus exp.txt every time. So if path exists, then with open path as what, like, I don't know, just like f data, it doesn't really matter. We will say we have to read in the whole thing and then write out the whole thing. And this file, how is this file structured? It's like it has 3 data points, and we're only changing one of them. So let's see. I'm just going to look at my own for no particular reason. All right, so the one we want to change is the middle one. So we read in all of them, but we only actually deal with the middle one. So let's say with open fdata, let's say points equals fdata dot read, and then we can dot split that on the space character, because the space character is how we separate those data points in the file. So we split it there, and Jocko, welcome. So now basically what we want to do is to say points. Oh yeah, actually we want to set up a conditional. So let's say points. Right, because the amount of free levels is going to change depending on how many levels the player already has. Oh, that's actually saved in a different file. All right, so I lied. I guess we do have to read in one other file. So, all right, let's do that. Yeah, whatever. All right. Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually going to say I'm going to set this up slightly differently. I'm going to say level equals 0 or whatever, and then if exists, yeah, all right, so I guess there is one other path that we're going to check. So if exists, if os.path.exists, players, basically the same thing, except this time with stable.txt instead of yay, Jocko every day. Okay, so we load in stable. So yeah, we check if stable exists, and then if that exists, then we're going to say with open this path, or excuse me, this path, stable.txt, excuse me, as fdata, I don't care, level equals fdata dot, because we're not going to change the level here, we're we're not going to change the level here. All we have to do is just check the level in order to set up bonus levels, right? So fdata dot read dot split also on the space character. This file is also separated by space characters, and this time we're looking for index 0 because it's the first of the 2 characters. And specifically, we're looking for it in the form of an int. So it's the int version of that stuff. Because if this file exists, it exists in a form like a number followed by an item. That's what this file keeps. And so we're just looking for the number. The item is not especially useful here. All right, so now we have this with open blah blah blah. But that's fine. We can just actually set, yeah, we can just set points, and then we don't have to keep that file open anymore. So let's also say points index 1, because that's the value that we actually want to edit here. Let's just set that to equal a float, because it's supposed to be a float. So let's just set it as stuff. So we're just going to set it equal to itself, but the float version of itself. So that'll just be easier to set up this conditional. So if actually, that might not be necessary. Yeah, nah, that step is actually unnecessary, because we already put the level to be an int, and that's actually the more important part. So excuse me, if level is greater than or equal to 25, yeah. So I'll also say like bonus levels equals 0.0. Actually, I can say the bonus levels equals what's the highest this is going to be? I think probably not higher than like 5. 5 is more than 5 bonus levels is actually probably just going to get annoying in some regards, just because of all the level up spam that we'll be seeing. We'll be seeing a lot of level up spam, for a while too, because excuse me. Sorry, don't mind me. Yeah, because once I apply this, it'll like apply to like every character who's existed. And so if they don't show up like again until like next month, for example, then like next month when they show up, they'll get a bunch of free levels. So hey, Joe Kinley, welcome. How's it going? So yeah, all right. So 5 levels might even be too much, but I could no because yeah. So the higher you get in level, the more experience points each level is worth. So the players that are above level 25, they don't get quite as many levels. It'll probably even still represent a greater. Hey, Cor, how's it going? Welcome. Hello, Gypsy Caravan. We're giving out free levels, so maybe this is a good time to show up. Okay, so if level is greater than or equal to 25, I think in that case we'll give 3 free levels. So we'll say bonus levels equals 3. Oh, these should be floats, I guess. I don't think it super matters, but all right, bonus levels equals 3. Else if level is greater than or equal to we'll say greater than or equal to 15. That's the case where bonus levels equals 4.0. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. Well, it's nice to have you here. So, oh wow, text. Thank you, Joe. That's very sweet of you to say. What a morning, been trying to get new fans. Oh no. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh gosh. RMAing is the worst too, because then you have to spend all that time without it, right? Like you have to wait until it travels all the way back, and then you have to wait till it travels all the way to you again, minus the time in between. Oh man, creative. I'm so I'm so sorry. Not having a lucky string of hardware occasions, I suppose. But oh man, I hope that works out. I haven't had to deal with hardware in a while, so I'm not exactly even sure like what is, what do you do in that situation? But I mean, I bet you'll figure it out, right? Because I don't know, you seem very resourceful in that way. So, uh, oh my gosh, Jerkinley. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, $5. I I still never expect that noise whenever Thank you very much. I'm gonna sound like an idiot. I look magnificent. All right. Hopefully I still look okay while flustered, but no, thank you very much. I've no clue what to say, but I really appreciate your support. So thank you, thank you, Joe Kinley. Interestingly, we just fixed the karma system yesterday too. So I think you probably just got your wings, if I'm not mistaken. Is it? I don't know if it's showing up yet, but we're in the middle of an event, so it's not going to show name tags. But you are now one of that's probably you, like center screen, right? Oh, sorry, I'm gonna make it look weird. Uh, or maybe this is you. Oh, I'm guessing this is you. Yeah, because yeah, all right. Hey, welcome. Thank you very much for following. I appreciate I appreciate your viewership as well. Ooh, you're gonna make. Oh man. I was gonna say you're gonna make me freak out, but I guess I kind of already am. I can keep it together. Thank you very much. Um, all right, bonus levels. I think it was basically all the math that I want to do for giving out free bonus levels. So at this point, I'll say what I can. I guess I can now update the value. I'm going to reopen stable. No, not stable.txt. I'm going to reopen path, our path file. So like this again, which is slightly redundant. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you, Core. Oh my gosh, SideQuest got so flustered that it actually crashed because of your donation. But thank you very much. Like I was saying, I don't know. I don't know how to express myself very well on this occasion, but I hope I do want to convey that I don't know. I basically can't even handle it. So thank you very much. What did we? Oh, this might have been a coincidence. I was thinking that something about that donation might have crashed the script, but actually, it looks like it's crashing for. Yeah, I was just working on the karma system yesterday. So I was thinking that might have been it, but actually, that might have just been a coincidence because what are we seeing here? No, wait, it's saying it crashed while trying to print a period. Whoa, is a period a valid character? Is there someone whose name has a period in it? No. Blue text character. Oh, no, it's giving. No, this should be actually the right line number, too. What the heck? Alright, what on earth happened here? It looks like it's trying to say it. There's a key error. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. This is a train, right? Creative donating $5 says, thank you very much, Creative. Creative says, walk faster. So hey, who am I to argue with that? All right, maybe if I walk faster, it'll kick my brain into gear, and I'll I can figure this out faster. I'm guessing what happened here is somehow what on earth? So this is where it's trying to blit it's trying to blit like a character. This is like where it shows name tags, right? So like what? It says key error period, right? That's a period, which no, I just don't. That character shouldn't ever really show up anywhere. So that makes me think one of these values that it's trying to blit has got to be one of these values has got to be a float by accident. These are all supposed to be not float values. These are all supposed to be integer values. So, yikes. I guess I could just check. Yeah, I could just check these values just to see where they're getting used and where they're getting set. Because so let's check expa. I guess it's weird that this is just happening now. Because like I didn't. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. This, yeah, okay, so we did change something yesterday that actually kind of relates to this. So actually, let's start there first, because it's entirely likely that, oh, I don't know if this is relevant, Chaco, but I did set up credit card donations. Don't worry about it if you can't. Like, I mean, donations are not mandatory. They're the exact opposite of that. They're like the polar opposite of that. But I don't know. All right, I just did that this morning, which is why I thought to mention it. But all right, yeah. Let me see if I can get this back up. This is actually related kind of to the three levels thing. Yeah, because yesterday I changed one of the last things we did right at the end of the day was to change the formula by which a lot of this stuff is calculated, and I must have just missed. Oh. Oh, wait. Alright, hold on. Let me, yeah, I'll go, I guess I'll just go right to the source. So, like, MLT, where is it that we're referencing this? Down here? I mean, this is, like, the most likely place that I might have accidentally missed the conversion to integer. Did I put it? Yeah. Oh, whoa, yeah. Okay, no, I totally messed this up. Okay, yep. So, put that there. So it's the integer version of... Oh, actually, wait. Oh, wow, no, I super messed this up. This is supposed to be in both of these parentheses. Yep, that would totally do it. Alright, I'm pretty sure we fixed it. Why am I walking? Partly because I was asked to, and partly because, yes, it powers my laptop. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope it's not too distracting. I have like a small, it's like one of those like it's like a small like exercise device type thing. It helps me think. It literally like jogs my brain sometimes. So that's what that's about. So I did I miss anything in chat? I kind of zoned out for a second. All right. If I missed a question, please let me know. I think okay. So I think that change I made. Shoot, did that? Oh no, did that break anything? Because like if it say hypothetically, oh that was bad because that might have accidentally saved someone's experience as an invalid value. So I mean I'm making a script to like go over all of the experience values anyways, so I guess actually I could just like fix it while I'm in there already. So that's actually not too bad. I'm just gonna check if it looks like anything if I accidentally like saved out any bad data real quick, because this is like my version control system, so this will show like what if any all right, it looks okay. I think it looks okay, right? So far, like all these values, like I don't know if you can read this text. It's a little tiny, but these values are like they start with an integer, and then they have a float in the middle, and then they have another integer at the end. And that's how they're supposed to look. So far so good. Actually, let me make sure, let me check one that has a, okay, yeah. All right, so here's one, for example, that the integer at the front ticked up. So I think the data's okay. I don't think that actually affected any data. I back it up every night anyways, so like, and I'm about to give a whole bunch of free experience anyways. So, oh, wait, whoa. Did that? No, that one's fine. That was just gaining a passive experience point. All right. Yeah, so that, oh, that's literally all the experience data files. So, good then. That is then therefore legit. Okay, so I think we're good to rerun the script now. Should I check the? No, this is the only place that I really introduced that error because the other formulas I didn't change. In fact, the other formulas aren't formulas anymore. This table here is because I changed how experience was calculated. I'm using a more complex formula, one that doesn't invert cleanly, and so Um, I'm actually using a lookup table. So I think this is basically the only place that formulation could go wrong. And wow, did it go wrong? I was just not paying attention when I crammed that in there, I guess. Yeah, that was just really sloppy on my part. Okay, but it looks good now. So as soon as I run the script, I'll check the. Oh, here, I'll just hit the run button. As soon as I run the script, one thing that I guess I should have checked before, but I can check now and is correct, is this, whoa, wait, why does it start with a 0? Oh, because it's taking I to the 0. Or it's taking 0 to the whatever value. I wonder if that's going to work correctly. That might work correctly, because this means to get to level 0, you have to have 0 experience points. We might never even check that. Oh, except no, wait. No, that's probably gonna screw stuff up. I feel like that's gonna screw stuff up. Sorry. I'm just gonna bring the script down for a second. Do we ever check exp at? All right, I don't know a like super sophisticated way to do this, so I'm just gonna say exp at level index 0 equals I'll just put it at like -11 because that's just 1 point lower than the next level. So good, everyone. Technically, in order to get to level 0, you need -11 experience points, which is kind of a crazy thing to say, but I did make the system a little bit crazy. I'm pretty close to setting up this script here, so actually before I rerun the script, I think I'll actually assign the free levels, and then everyone get free levels like crazy all the time, kind of. Where I am from, Binry. I do use the tag Binry a lot of places, so it could be honestly like anywhere. But I don't know. I think there is like one other Binry on the planet, because the one place I didn't get my nickname is on Twitter, because someone signed up like years ago using that handle, and they tweeted once, and then they basically just abandoned their account. So I don't have that one, but a lot of other places. Oh wait, okay, so back to this back to this free level script. If I do, I'm opening this for writing this time. So specifically, what I want to write is all right. So fdata dot write. No, not writable. Right, bad autocomplete. What we want to write in here is what did we call that? Points index 0, because that's the player's level. Or no, that's the player's current experience at their current level. And then we want to write in, or no, that's their influence points. What am I thinking? Whatever. So then we space these data points out, because there are 3 data points. So the next one is the string equivalent This one's a little weird. It's the string equivalent of points. It's it's the string equivalent or the string conversion of the float conversion of points index 1 plus bonus levels. Yeah. So we convert points 1 into a string, into a float. We add bonus levels to it, and then we convert it back to a string. And then lastly, the last thing we do is we add in a space character and the points index 2, because that is the rest of the data. So it's kind of important that I get this script correct. The wait, what is it? What is it complaining about? Why is it? I don't know why it thinks it's complaining, or why it thinks it should complain. What is it complaining about? Oh, I forgot a plus sign. Is that all? Yeah. Now what's it complaining about? End of statement expected. Yes, indeed. End of statement. Indeed. What is not terminal about this statement? Did I forget a parentheses somewhere? No? I have all the parentheses I need. What? Right? Oh no. It thinks I'm missing one? Oh no, it thinks I have one too many. Yeah, because I have one too many. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Got it. Alright, so now, hypothetically, if I run this script, it should give out free levels to everyone in the history of time. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I zoned out of chat for a second, but yeah, I'm on Twitch in other places a lot too, so I wouldn't be surprised if we bumped into each other in another chat room somewhere. Yeah, in my free time, I try and find other cool dev streamers because, yay, dev streaming. All right. So technically, I could just like run this script right now, and it should work. It should just work fine. And then if it doesn't work, it might accidentally screw up data. But again, I backed up that data yesterday, I backed up that data not long at all ago, like effectively like half hour ago. So this should be right. And if it's not right, then it'll be obvious how it's not right, and I'll be able to undo the damage pretty easily. So I'm just gonna run it. Free levels, go. Okay, it didn't like that. What didn't it like? List index out of range. Whoa, oh right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So that's the funny thing is it's possible. I know it's possible that the last data point, this points index 2, just doesn't exist, and in that case we'll want to. Yeah. All right. So I think it might be possible that this second data point doesn't exist. So actually, before we do a lot of this other stuff, all right. So points equals blah 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 whatever. So before we actually do all of this stuff, we're actually going to check if the length of points is greater than 1. Because if the length of points is 1 or 0, I don't know how it could be 0, but who doesn't want to just constantly run and laugh all day, right? I don't know. I feel like I have it figured out, but to each their own. All right. No. Yeah. So I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if the length So the thing is, I've versioned this data such that not everybody's save file actually has these data points in it. So I mean, actually, I guess what I could do. I was thinking I might just ignore it, but if I'm processing this data anyways, I could just update the data at this point. So yeah, I could just say maybe actually yeah maybe I'll just say so if len points equals 0, then I don't see how it could equal 0. That would mean like the data file is like completely empty, and that's just weird. Uh, so so actually this the rest of this part actually won't be part of the conditional statement. Uh, I'll just put it in this conditional to actually like set up the data correctly. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. I need to go to version control because I'm guessing the first file that it hit did not have that issue. As, hypothetically, it actually processed data. Oh yeah, yeah. So this part about. Oh no, maybe it did crash on literally the first thing that it tried to process. Uh, yeah, I think this is the data that it bombed on. So I'm going to discard. Oh gosh, this is the source tree I just started using for my version control. I just started using it like yesterday, and so I hope I don't accidentally do the wrong thing. That'd be sad. I'd be sad about that. Um, discard. That sounds like what I want to do. I basically want to revert the changes or like I don't want to keep those changes. Discard. Yes. Now let's look at what 101. What was it? 101 ninjas. Huh? How come it didn't go? Oh, okay, it did go away. So this should be actually the first player in the player directory. It should be alphabetically the first player. Oh, but it's not. It actually. Huh. Oh, maybe it doesn't go literally. Oh, whoa! I forgot about the Twitter dictionary. Oh, but actually, I guess that's fine. I have to keep. Actually, this is probably a bad place to keep the Twitter dictionary. I should probably move the Twitter dictionary to a different location. But I don't think it'll harm anything now because it will just treat it as a player that doesn't have any actual like data. So these things didn't get edited? No, apparently not. All right, so apparently the lister thing goes in a weird order, but I think we should be okay now. I might like if I boff this, it's possible that someone is accidentally going to get a ton of free experience. They like might get uh more than the appropriate amount of free experience. But like if that's the worst thing that happens, I'm kind of okay with that. All right, so if the length of points equals 0, I don't see how it could, but in that case, we'll just say points equals 0, or it'll be the string equivalent of 0, the float version of 0, and the string version of 0. Yeah, because that's basically what the file would have looked like if it existed and had good data. Um, so, so likewise, if the length of points is equals 1, then I'm going to say points dot. Oh, I could have done this before, but points dot extend. So we'll keep the first data point because the first data point is the correct data point, and then we'll extend it as how. Right. So we'll add in 0.0, and then also the string version of 0 because those. Is that correct? Yeah. No, because if those data points are missing, then. Maybe I shouldn't doctor these files. Maybe I should just skip the invalid files. Because they should get fixed up automatically when the... Oh, yeah. uh, I do walk a little bit. That is in fact... Your eyes don't deceive you. All right. So... Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, it's just gonna. Okay, so we're just gonna add. So if the length of points equals 0, we just set it to like the correct thing. If the length of points equals 1, oh, this should be like else if, because like after each of these evaluate, the next one can't really evaluate. And so then lastly, else if the length of points equals 2, then points dot append will just depend on just the string that represents 0 for the passive points value. That one is correct. That one I'm not concerned about. That one is legit correct. What is it complaining about here? Oh, I put a period instead. I put a period instead of a comma there. That is, yeah. Okay. All right. So this should not work, hypothetically. Just for kicks, I'm gonna say print name, or no, it's not called name here. It's called li. Print li. As well as points. Yeah, I just want to see what that data is that we're writing out. And this will help with cleanup too, because if I accidentally write to a file, actually, yeah, no, wait, hold on, I'll put it before. Yeah, all right, so that's good. So now I'll know what data actually gets affected. So if the script crashes somewhere along the way, I'll know like apparently like, or I'm just like basically like where to start from, I guess. Sorry, yeah. If the bobbing up and down gets too distracting, I can turn off the camera, I guess, like, because if the camera's off, right, and then you can't tell that I'm bobbing up and down, right? I don't know if that's better, but hopefully it's not too distracting. All right. Yeah. So I think the script is ready to go again. Take 2. Run 3 levels. All right, that's looking good. It's just chugging through names and it's not crashing. So how about that? All right, so whoa, wait a second. Why is it why are these numbers so low? It's like, oh yeah. The numbers are so low because they don't. Okay. Right. If I could, so the dangerous thing about this script is if I ran it again right now, it would just keep adding. It would just keep adding and adding and adding. All right. So yeah, the thing I forgot is that because I printed out points without including the bonus levels thing. All right. Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment out some of this stuff and just check that the stuff updated correctly. If it updated correctly, then all these middle values, these floats in here, instead of being like 0.1, they should be like 5.1 or something along those lines. I mean, actually, I guess I can just check this manually. So I'll just go to the player's dictionary. Did it do anything weird to Twitter dictionary? No. All right, good. It kept that okay. And it handled the rest of the stuff. So like, yeah, so 5.1, for example, right? So this player got 5 free bonus levels because a lot of people got 5 free bonus levels. So the next time I start the script, spoiler alert, level ups everywhere. Thank you, Joe Kinley. All right, so I'm just gonna look at random players. Yeah, so 5.0. I'm gonna check Lauren's just because Lauren I know is a special case. Lauren. Lauren should have 3 point something. Yeah, 3.7. All right, good. Okay, so it looks like it actually worked correctly. Yay! Hooray forever. So I'll just check a few other random ones. Yep. All right. I'm gonna call this fine. I'm pretty sure this is fine. So when I start the script, everyone should level up a lot. Let's see if that works. Also, I should delete this script because this script is dangerous. It just messes up data now. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll need it again. I'll keep it around because if I ever rebalance levels again, then I might want to. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Cool. All right. So close. I guess I can close this now. And level ups forever. Level ups for everyone forever. So just for fun, I'm going to say bonus uh, so percent percent sign uh, what should it be, like found uh, uh, found great strength within themselves. I'm just doing this for fun because literally everyone who this hits should get a level up. 3 adventurers found great strength within themselves. So in the very near future, we should see at least 3 people leveling up. So that's fun. Sorry. Yeah, look at that. All right, see people are leveling up. Cool. Congratulations, Core, on level 4. So that should be like a theme of today. Like there should be a lot of that happening today. So let me know if those blue and yellow flashes get too distracting. I could tone them down for a little while. If is it supposed to be so slow? If you're talking about the frame rate, it runs at 2 frames per second. So that part is intended. Yes. If you're talking about like how fast they move across the screen, they're supposed to be moving at like roughly a walking pace. So like I don't know. It's supposed to look like they're kind of like just walking across the scene. I don't know if that. I'm assuming you're talking about the frame rate though. Okay. Cool. So good. Yeah, that was just the first thing I wanted to do today. And so incidentally, the next thing that I want to do today is I want to set up a message that happens when you gain a level. So I want it to be that when you level up, if you have your Twitter account connected to your character, hey, Reverend Dive, how's it going? Welcome. I want to set it up so that if you have your Twitter account connected, or if you're playing through Twitter, basically, like if you have a Twitter handle, Trusty Bard is going to let you know that you leveled up. Congratulations. I think I even started to put this in yesterday. I started setting this up. So where was it? Oh yeah, okay. I have a pretty big list of stuff that I want to do today because over the weekend I was I just had a stroke, or just like inspiration struck, and I've beefed up my backlog. So the first thing I guess I'll do is the you leveled up thing. Although I know almost as soon as I want to do that, I want to change how I handle the network threading. Specifically, I want to handle the network threaded 100%, because right now I think I'm doing oh hey EDM Playboy, welcome back. Hey, how's it going? Excuse me. Yeah, there, so most of the network stuff is on separate threads right now, but I'm going to I'm go I want to make it consistent, just so that like the game doesn't get like hung on a like a slow network response or something like that. I think I have one comment, and yeah, so I'm still working on this giant behemoth of it's just maybe it's better that this IDE doesn't tell me like how many lines I have actually, because maybe it's just better not to know. I'm getting close to 3,000 lines. So. All right, so where was it? Yesterday, where is it? So it's so it's when we add experience. So let's go to adding experience. Oh, does this, no, it'd be nice. Some IDEs, like they have like what is it? Like a drop down for like your function, so you can like navigate your document, quickly and easily. That'd be nice, but, it doesn't look like this one has it. I literally don't know what doc strings are. Jaco, you want to be GM? Sure, why not? Oops, what am I doing? Secret panel. Crown. Jaco TM. Execute. There you go. And did I mention that I think I have like one comment somewhere in this document? I do have at least one comment, but yeah. Okay, so adding experience, yeah. So right here, what we're doing here is we're checking the Twitter ID of the player, if they have a Twitter ID. So now we've checked that I think we've checked that exhaustively. And now we're going to say if TID not equal the empty string, because if it equals the empty string, then that means they don't have a Twitter ID, or we just don't know their Twitter ID. They haven't linked their Twitter ID, that sort of thing. So I use regex sometimes. I use regex when I need to use regex, and then I don't when I don't, right? Because like a lot of times I'm literally just comparing two strings, and it's like, but like no, I use regex. I use regex like at least like dozens of times, I think. Maybe like at least a dozen times. Because sometimes like I actually have to do like text parsing, right? And that's yeah, no, it got to a certain point where I was just like, well, I guess I'll have to learn regex. All right. Oh, if you call method name underbar underbar doc underbar underbar, interesting. That is useful. Oh yeah, so how do you set that up? Well, okay, so yeah, so part of the reason I haven't set up stuff like that is because this project, well, for one thing, I think I mentioned yesterday, this project was only ever supposed to last for like a week or a month. Like it was never supposed to last this long. Regex. I pronounce it regex because I think if it was a word and not an abbreviation, it would be pronounced regex. I understand. Yeah, I think it's hilarious when people pronounce it rejects because that sounds like REJECTS. I pronounce it regex because, yeah, because I see it as regex more often than I see it actually as regular expressions, right? Yeah. I'm not going to pronounce it regular expressions. I don't think so. But I can try and stop saying regex if that okay. So if Twitter ID is not the empty string, then well, so here's an example of where I'm putting a network call just on the main thread, and it's because it's just because I'm not really set up to put it anywhere else yet. But so my next task will actually just be to come back and change this because I'm just going to hey, we got a new follower. TTGG1, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Thank you. So yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna put this call here for now, and then I can move it because like in the next probably the next thing I'm gonna do is just to set up basically a queue so that instead of just having these things happen whenever, they'll instead get added to a queue, and then on a separate thread, that queue will get processed like one by one. Yeah. All right. So Twitter dot what is it? Just update status, I think. Post update. Yeah. So basically, all we have to do here is say like oh, so first we say oh yeah. So Twitter ID. Oh wait, Twitter ID, right? Oh, Twitter ID is not the handle itself. So actually, before we do this, we have to say with open every Twitter handle I think has a handle file. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So if I check out the player data, we don't have that like. It's actually really easy to check right now because we don't have that many, like not that many people have actually like linked their Twitter account. But wait, no, where am I going? Players plus they sort alphabetically to the top of the list. So every person has this handle file, which hey, look, that's me. It says like, oh no, not everyone has the handle file. Well, all right. So I could just add in the handle. I think I added in like I didn't have the handle file from the start. I added it in at a certain point, and so some people who had used the system before the handle file got added are not going to like it's just not going to be there for them. I wonder if they're in the Twitter dictionary though. What was it? It was 5. I mean, I could just delete this data. I don't want to do that though. Excuse me. Yeah, so wait, so we have how many items here? We have like, what is this, like 7 items? We have 7. So how many people are in the Twitter dictionary? Are there 7 people here as well? Oh, good. So we can look it up. So let's see. It's not me. That's my that's my personal Twitter. It's not. Oh, that's the one it is. It's not. It's not 0. It's not. It's not my. It's not my business Twitter account. It's not. It's not RPG Craft. It's not. Who else is it not? It's not creative, and it's not. Untrusted Red. That means it's Jay Hofstein, because that's the only other person here. Which does that check out? Yeah, 578-27730. But this was actually one of the most recent ones added. So why did the handle file not get created? Sorry, I'm just going to check that out, because that's slightly concerning. Oops, handle.txt. What? Did I delete that or something? Like, what? Did I... What? Oh, yes. The Jocko is currently acting as game master, as GM for side quest. So that's what you see happening on the screen and in chat right now. And meanwhile, I'm actually working on the game. So, gosh, why did this happen? I mean, why did I take out... Like, I seem to have taken out handle.txt. It was called handle.txt, right? Because there's no reference to handle.txt in the script right now. I'm like, how does that... how does that happen? Really? It should be like... It should be that every time I... Well, yeah, let's go to the... I'll just jump to the place where this should be happening. Is it that I don't do this all the time? I mean, I clearly do it none of the time. But is it that I just... Huh. I know, I remember, like, when I was setting this up, I know when we were setting this up, when we were setting this up, one of the things that concerned me was, like, the possibility for having stale data there. Oh, yeah. Was it that I just got rid of it because I didn't trust the... I just didn't trust that the data wouldn't be stale, and I didn't want to risk using stale data. I don't feel like that's a huge concern necessarily. I mean, like, well, so if that is why I got rid of it, then, like, my thinking there, which, I mean, you'd think I might be able to just recall, but I honestly, I could have sworn I landed on, like, actually including it. My thinking for, like, not including it, or, like, not relying on that data is that hypothetically on Twitter, you can change your handle, and then someone else can take your old handle. And so if I cache out the old handles, then, I mean, I could just look up their handles. Like, that's actually not that hard. I didn't want to run those calls unnecessarily, though. So, like, one thing I could do is I could make it so that this like you leveled up thing only happens when what? Like, it only happens when you're actually playing through Twitter. Because if you're not playing through Twitter, maybe... Congratulations on everyone who just leveled up. Good job. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a nice feature. The thing, like, okay, so the reason I don't want to risk accidentally tweeting at the wrong people is that I don't want the bot to get flagged as, like, as spam and, like, get it banned or anything. So maybe, I don't know. Let me check the Twitter API to see how frequently I can look up people's handles. Because if I can just look up people's handles on a regular basis, then, like, leveling up, it happens infrequently enough that I don't really have to worry about it. I don't think. I hope not. And the other thing I can do is, like, because your first, like, however many levels are so fast. I might not tweet literally all of them. Like, you might not get a notification for like every level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something. I can tweak that. So yeah, let me look up what Twitter says about this in terms of like the rate limiting, because they're very strict about their rate limits. Rate limits chart. How many get? So what would it be? This would be like get user lookup, right? Because we're taking their ID and we're looking up the rest of the information about them. Specifically, I can do 180 of these in a 15-minute window. That seems fine. I don't imagine 180 people leveling up every 15 minutes. Except for today, perhaps. But like in general, I don't think it's man. Maybe oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do. You know what? I'll probably take a timestamp of their handle, and I'll only actually check if the timestamp is like older than a certain amount, right? Because if the timestamp is like from yesterday or even from like last week, like I think that's safe. Because in the case where someone changes their Twitter handle and someone else takes that Twitter handle, like it's unlikely that it'll happen so fast, right? So like if it happened in the last like week, for example, then I think we can risk it. I think that's like a case where I think that occurrence will be so uncommon and unlikely that hopefully it wouldn't get the hopefully that won't be enough to like get flagged or called out or like banned. Worst case scenario. I mean, worst case scenario, if the account ever gets banned, we can change whatever feature got us banned and then set up shop again, and just play it even safer. I guess I don't know. I tend not to like to poke the lion, but I don't know. I think this should be fun. All right, so yeah, so let's go to the place where we right. Okay, so yeah, this is where we had it. It was like yeah, so copy this. We basically right. So with open players, not the so we are updating the Twitter dictionary. Oh yeah, and if we're updating the Twitter dictionary, like that data, well no, that data's not as harmful. No, yeah, no. Whatever, this is fine. Like I said, we can check it. All right, so we're gonna look up. So in the players folder, we're gonna look up the handle.txt, and we're going to save not Twitter user ID. We're gonna save user, the string equivalent of Twitter user dot screen name. And I think we're gonna keep the @ symbol. So it's actually gonna be it's gonna be the @ symbol plus Twitter user dot screen name. Oh wait, we're not actually no, but we're not going by screen name. We're going by Twitter ID. Yeah. I think this is how I had it before, and I can double check pretty easily. So it's called handle.txt, and it includes the @ symbol, which I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, right. I was saying I want to do the the timestamping thing too. So let's also say so it's not just the screen name and blah blah blah. It's also plus a space character plus frame time. And that way, so that way we'll know when it was taken. And now when we access this data, if we're worried about accidentally hitting the wrong account, we can look up. We can check the time. Good job, and congratulations on everyone who just leveled up. Way to go! Excellent work, all of you. All right, so yeah, all right. So I'm going to. At some point, I'll restart. So for right now, I'm just going to update the one player that did not actually have that data presently. So I'm just going to make sure I spell it correctly. Copy that. players, blah, blah, blah. So new text document handle.txt. Whoops, not .txt. only one .txt, not .txt. Paste that, save that, and hey, we got a new follower. FPS vs Alex, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership. Thank you. So, oh, did I level up? Yay! I leveled up. Yay! Oh, I should reset my level at some point because I level too fast. I don't even like play in very many events. Like I specifically abstain because I'm here literally all the time. Fun fact: all the time that I'm streaming, I'm here. And so I just get so much experience anyways. I should really I should put myself back. Like if I get too high in level, I'm just gonna like roll back. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just stay at max level. Whatever. Whatever works. Okay, so now we have that data that we have the we can check out the frame time of their handle. And run comparisons and do safer data handling on that. Alright, so here's where. Okay, so oh yeah, so this post update thing. So if Twitter ID I should comment this out because if I accidentally run this line, it'll just like I think it'll just post like an empty tweet or it'll just like error out or something. I don't know what it'll do exactly. Excuse me. Alright, so if TID, so yeah, so with open players dot, so does the Twitter ID have the @ symbol on it, or do I have to append the @ symbol? Whoops, yeah, no, not players dot, players slash, and this should be in quotes because it's part of a string. Player plus, yeah, if we're able to find their Twitter ID, that means that they have data. So I think we can. I don't think we have to check if this file exists. I think we can assume the existence of this file. Although I guess it wouldn't hurt to check. Nah. I'm just kidding. I can't imagine a scenario where this wouldn't exist. No, this has to exist because where else? How's like where's this data getting saved if not? Yeah, no, this super exists. Totally exists all the time. Player plus, yeah, so the Twitter ID, which includes the @ symbol, I think. I'm pretty sure it includes the @ symbol. So plus handle, oops, this is a string. Handle dot txt, right, okay, as I don't know, like t data. So lines equals t data dot read dot split on the space character because I'm using a space character to separate the two data points. And then that's all we have to do with that data. And then we can just say if lines. Oh wait, we don't have this. Oh, we don't have this timestamp for. So actually, that data to update that data actually to be more correct. I should probably do. I mean, it doesn't make a. It's not gonna make a huge difference, but so basically, game data, or no, sorry, not game data, player data, players, yeah, so these should have the imaginary timestamp. I'm just gonna use 0.0 because these handles have existed since the dawn of time. Save that. So 0.0, save that. That one I had to chuckle because I was literally editing zeros file and up to 0.0. 0.0, whatever, alright. Just a few more. Save that. And doop 0.0. Save that. One more, right? Just one more. Yeah, here we go. 0.0. Blam. Alright, good. So now that data's there. Batu, hey, how's it going? Alright, so if lines index 1, because we can assume the existence of it because I just fixed up the data so that it exists. If lines index 1, if the float equivalent of lines index 1 is what? So less than time minus oh, I could use like month day, right? I could, or like no, what is it? 30 day. I could use 30-day seconds. Nah, I'll just use less than that amount. I'll just use how much is a week. Let's find out. Calculator. So 60 times 60. Oh wow, I can just type and it works. That's delightful. I don't have to like click the buttons or whatever. Excuse me. 60 times 60. Sorry. 60 times 60 times, so that's an hour, times 24 is a day, and then times 7 is a week. All right, so 604,800. So where's that time? Minus 604,800. Sorry. And then sorry. All right. Okay. So this is the case where we're good to. No, this is the case where we're not good to go. So I should flip this around. So if it's greater than, yes. So if it's greater than, then we're good to go. And if it's not greater than, then we're actually just not. Oh, yeah, no. If it's greater than, we are still going to do something, actually. Wait, so never mind. So yeah, so if it's, right, sorry. It's not that we're just not going to tweet. It's that in this is the case where we're actually going to look it up instead of just assuming what it is. So 1 week, maybe, I mean, I could do 2 weeks if, because like some people just consistently won't be using Twitter. Some people will just link Twitter for the notifications, I bet. So, huh. I could, yeah, I could extend that a little bit. Like, 2 weeks is not going to be much worse. So would that be times 2? 12, no, 1,209,000, hold on, wait. It's slightly off camera, but it's 1,209,600 seconds. So that's 2 weeks. All right. So if that's the case, then we'll say Twitter. Oh yeah, I haven't looked up a user before, so I actually don't know how to do that. Actually, because this won't be the only case that I need to look up the handle. So, oh, what language am I writing in? I'm writing in Python right now. I'm writing in Python, yes. Yeah, this probably won't be the only time I have to look up the handle sometimes. Like, there will be other cases that we might need to use the player's handle. So I'm going to actually make this like a separate definition sort of thing. Yeah, so cut this. I'm going to just toss it in here. Def, like, look up Twitter handle. It'll take the ID of the user and the Twitter ID, and it will do this sort of thing with it. So shift tab. So if float lines less than time dot time, yeah, then so this is the case where, all right, yeah, and so right, I don't actually know how to do this. So it's going to be like user lookup. User lookup. Hey, look at that. That was easy enough. All right, so we just pass in the user ID or the screen name or the user's Oh, we can look up multiple users at the same time. Interesting. But I don't have the user objects to work with. Plus, I don't have multiple users that I actually want to look up. So, I mean, in general, it's like if you can look up multiple things at the same time, like that's one way to reduce the number of calls that you have to put out. But I don't think that's necessarily relevant. I mean, it's kind of relevant to this case because like people do tend to level up together, but I don't have the user objects, so yeah, I'll just I think I'm doing enough already to handle this stuff. So okay, so Twitter. So yeah, so like t handle equals or actually no, like so yeah, so user equals what was it, user lookup or Twitter, so Twitter dot user no lookup, what was it called? It was one of those, right? So like lookup user yeah, users lookup, so plural, users look up, there it is, and then so we user ID, yeah, okay, so yeah, actually user IDs can just be a list. Oh, is it necessarily a list? Okay, so oh, that's cool. Uh, huh. Do I want to do anything with that? I might. I think, like I said, I'm doing enough with like, with filtering these checks so that I don't have to run them constantly. But actually, that might be smarter. Yeah. So maybe actually, yeah, maybe I should do this differently. Maybe I should instead, because like, so like in order to level up, you need to gain experience somehow. Because like you can't have leveled up if you didn't gain experience, right? And experience in this game only comes at like intervals, right? So like, huh? Yeah, that seems like the smarter way to do it. I'll probably still do I'll probably still do this handle business. No, do I still have to do this handle business? Possibly not. So that's fun. That's delightful. All right. Well, yeah. Sometimes things work out even better than expected. So uh, let's let's do what? Let's say yeah. So instead, oh, how do I do this? I'll want to, yeah, I'll just want to put together a list of all the like the level up notifications and then just like process them like every few minutes or something like that. And then I can do the not only can I do the lookup, the user lookup all in one swing, I can also do I can also send out the tweets all in one batch too. I don't know if that necessarily helps, but I don't know. Okay, so yeah, how do I want to handle this? I mean, the other thing is I was planning on doing like all the network stuff on other threads anyways. So actually, maybe I should actually like convert the network to run on its own thread before I do this stuff. No, that's not really directly related. I might have like two separate queues. Like the leveling up will like feed the level up queue, which will feed the network queue or something like that. um, Batu, I'm doing well, thank you. Uh, how are you? I'm no, I'm having kind of a fun day. Yesterday was very system grindy, and today might be a little bit of that too. But I don't know. I kind of got some of the less fun stuff out of the way yesterday, so that we can do. Hey, new follower. Batu. Thank you very much for following. I appreciate your viewership. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but I'm going to try one more time. Batu Hanekati. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. So, yeah, yeah. So we do still do all of this processing stuff because we only so we're gonna so okay so if right, so all we're actually gonna do here is if Twitter ID if Twitter ID is not the empty string, we're gonna say like level up uh uh like level ups to tweet dot append the Twitter ID. Uh, Append the TID. And so this will just be this level ups to tweet thing will just keep a running list and huh. Oh, yeah. So like oh wow. Actually, maybe I should do a lot of this stuff in the reverse order because one of the other things I was going to do is set up a queue for handling experience gains because right now it's all processed in one frame. Like at the end of an event, like a lot of stuff gets processed, uh, and gosh, so I guess actually there are a few tasks that I might want to do before I do this one, before I finish this one. So like it's not. I mean, I'm doing this and like this is not harmful in and of itself, so I don't really have to do. Like I can just leave this how I have started to set it up. Do I want to do this at all? I I don't know. So I'm probably gonna leave like the handle file thing generation thing, like the thing that I put in where it like actually makes Twitter handle or like saves out the Twitter handles when we get that data coming in. I'm gonna leave that in there just in case I want it later, like because it's easier to discard that data later if I decide eventually that I certainly don't want it, but it's a lot harder to try and reconstitute that data if it doesn't exist. Yeah, I'll just like kind of leave that stuff how it was. um, Actually, no, I should comment out that thing because this is like just completely incomplete. So I'm just gonna comment this all out like so. Whoops! Whoa! What happened there? That's weird. Sorry about that. One second. Um, what just happened? Oh, I changed a bunch of stuff, so it's not going to give me the correct line number. But what? Key error, empty key. What empty key? Oh, this is a multi-event. Yeah. Do I know what that means? Interesting. Um, why would there be an empty key in? Yeah, so one of these dictionaries that's involved in the events, like one of them now has an empty key, or one of them. Well, actually, I guess would it be bonus dictionary dot keys? Let me see. Oh, wait a second. For a key in curtev actions dot keys. No, that should be fine. Curtev actions dot keys. Uh, Actually, maybe this doesn't have to do with the multi-event. Maybe this just has to do with the regex. Maybe it came up with like an empty string or something. Uh, so yeah, maybe I should filter for that. Sorry, regex. No, regex. I'm probably gonna keep calling it regex. I'm sorry. um, it just doesn't feel right any other way. All right, so it's, yeah, no, I'm guessing this actually has to do with the heart command. I don't know what exactly. Let me look at what that. Uh, no, Jocko, you did everything correctly. You found a bug, is what happened. We found a bug. um, yeah, I don't know why exactly, like the regex would have found like an extra weird whatever, but yeah. So research equals re find all. So for length of research, if the length of research is greater than 2, what do we do with it? For I li we enumerate research. So I think just an I don't know, for some reason sometimes when I use like a regex search for find all, like it comes back with an thank you. Thank you, bot. Thank you, bot. Actually, I don't know if that was directed at me, but if it was, thank you very much. So yeah, so when we're enumerating this stuff, I should probably just check to make sure that it is non-empty. Because if it's empty, then we don't care about it. I just know I don't know why exactly. Maybe like my regex search is not perfectly right, but wait, this is the right place though, right? Oh no, this is not the right place. Oh, is it though? No, I guess I actually should do it here. Oh yeah, I was thinking. Okay, that's this was a different place in the script, but no, this. Yeah, no, I guess I should do it here as well. So for I li blah blah. Let's say. Let's say. If. If. Yeah. So if li index 0 equals the pound symbol, because it should always equal the pound symbol. And so just to check if this is well formed, it has to equal the pound symbol, and the length has to be greater than 1. I think actually the length has to be greater than 2, technically. Action symbol plus W, yeah, so action, yeah. So actually it should be, so the pound symbol and the length of li should be greater than 2. All right. So, and in the case that that is not true, we can just skip over it. Let's do this. Let's do this both places that we process text. Should it? Actually, I guess technically there are 3 places that we process text. So, hold on. Let's look for this phrase. And yeah, so the reason this bug just recently cropped up is because I changed how events are handled, because we have this weird asynchronous participation thing going on with Twitter. And so so now these ghost actions were probably in the system before, but they hadn't been doing anything harmful because because oh yeah, okay, so we already have a conditional here, so we're just gonna slap this into the conditional that already exists. We're gonna say if oops so and all right, so yeah, we're gonna run the same checks that we're running up there. We're gonna run down here. So just to make sure that we only have to do this for, so there's the action list and the exclusion list, but we actually only have to run this for the action list, because the exclusion list, like if a bad action ends up on the exclusion list, then we'll actually want to exclude that action anyways. So bada bing, bada boom. I mean, the other way we could handle this is we could just filter them out before we process them. But no, there's no point putting them in the dictionary in the first place. So, all right, let's see where else. Yeah, so this was. Oh. Oh, yeah, right. Actually, no, we don't actually really have to exclude these from user input, because as long as they're not in the dictionary, we don't have to worry about them actually accidentally getting triggered. So, I mean, we could put it in, but no, because we're checking if it's in the action dictionary. So as long as the action dictionary is clean, we don't have to worry about invalid actions or whatever. Oh, but what if it came actually? No, we do break once we process the first one. Well, actually, no. We break when we process one successfully. Yeah. Right, because there can just be invalid action tags. So no, this should still be fine. Because like a false one shouldn't accident. Okay, this is the one I was actually looking for in the first place. So if the length of research is blah blah blah. So right, okay. So again, we're just gonna we're gonna say if are we calling it? Yeah, we're still calling it li in this case, so that's all correct. Sorry, we'll only process all this stuff in the case that it's a valid, whatever. All right, so that's good. And all right, so I guess while we're restarting the script, is there anything else that I wanted to do? The Twitter handle thing, I guess I'm glad, kind of, that is now better. Did I leave anything broken, or can I restart the script now? I think I can restart the script now. So yeah, I will do that. And I will. Do you want to be GM again, Jocko? I assume because you got so unceremoniously uncrowned when the script crashed. If you don't want to be GM, I can un-GM you, or you can just give up the crown. I think you know how to do that, right? Oh, whoops! It hasn't loaded the player dictionary yet, so that didn't work. But I'll do that again in just a moment. Once the player dictionary, or once the player list loads, and Trusty Martin and I are like twins, and that's really sad. um, it's also really funny, I guess. I don't know. Um, hmm. Yeah. Whatever. All right, so that. Yeah, there we go. All right, execute. There we go. Okay. Good. If whenever I start the script and it's not like loading in the player list immediately, one way to get yourself in the player list like immediately is to say something in chat. So, all right. Yeah. All right, good. So things seem to be in order. I'm gonna look at the backlog real quick because yeah, like I was saying, there are a few things that I know I want to do. So deferred data writing across frames, right? So when I started thinking about the level up queue, it occurred to me that the condition for when I'd want to actually process the level up queue is when the data writing queue was empty. And so in order to check that, I would need the data writing queue, right? I mean, technically I could set it up first, but I might as well do this stuff in order. So yeah, because right now, at the end of an event, all that, like what we do is we literally just write the data right then and there, and the script doesn't actually finish stuff. It doesn't actually like do anything else until that's all done. So like it doesn't continue animating, and like right now those writes are fairly easy to handle. But like I have been thinking, somewhat about like how might this game scale upwards? Like how I honestly don't know how many players like the game can support right now, but I want that to be a big enough number that I don't that I just want it to be a big enough number, right? I don't know. The game's more fun with more people, so yeah. So deferred data writing across frames. I might do this first, or because hopefully this is fairly straightforward too. Basically, yeah. So instead of adding experience straight up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to instead add players to the experience queue, kind of like what I was about to do with like the tweet level up queue or whatever I called it. So where would be an appropriate place for this? I guess it'd be like with whatever. I'll just put it with the event stuff. Excuse me. All right. So so I'll just call this the experience. Oh. Huh. All right. This will be a little bit. Ooh, this will be a little bit funny. Nah. Yeah, actually, no. It just occurred to me because, like, right at the end of the event, players are not only do they gain experience, but they that's when they get flagged to like march across the screen and like show off their fancy new experience or whatever. So I won't literally just be adding the experience in this queue. There's some other processing with regard to like the name tags and like how to handle that stuff. So let me look up what that is exactly. So all right, so I'll call this like the exp gain queue equals an empty list for starters, and then yeah. So let's look at the places where we're currently adding experience. So we add experience a few places. This one's a very safe place to add experience. Like this one we can just swap out pretty much. We just calculate how much experience to gain, and we can just swap it out because we're not doing anything particularly tricky there. This is the section where we handle Twitter data. This is the growth bonus. This is when like those just like spontaneous things happen and like people just gain experience because hey, free experience. And this is this is actually an example of where we want to add them to the action queue when this happens. Actually, no, maybe. So in earlier versions of this game, like adding experience was much more confusing because there were different ways that we did it. But it might be that the game has just changed enough that we do it pretty much the same way all the time. Like there used to be like passive experience gains that like blah 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 whatever. But now, whenever you gain an experience, it's very upfront. It's very in your face. So I guess like the only real difference is actually. Oh yeah, so this. I should just take this out once and for all. This is like the initiative bonus, which just isn't a real thing anymore. It used to be. I can comment it out so that I stop. Mistaking it for something important. Plus, technically, it was running an unnecessary time check there. All right. But yeah, so now now the places that we add experience are Twitter input, which is the one that we don't broadcast about, and actually, do we have to necessarily not broadcast when adding experience through Twitter? I guess there's no reason not to. So yeah, maybe we can just do this like literally all the time. Literally every situation that we're adding experience. Did I check both of these? What was the other one? There's this one right here, and then where's the other place that we're adding experience? What? Why does it say there are two add experience things right here? The sidebar makes it look like there are two. Oh, here's the other one. Wait, no, that's these other ones. What? It makes it look like there are two right here. Oh, there's one. The late dictionary. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, no, the late dictionary is another place where it actually wouldn't be the worst thing if it actually wouldn't be the worst thing if we did that for the late dictionary. Because I think that would actually reinforce the idea that you can participate in an event even after the event has expired. So yeah, like I was saying, this system used to be a lot different, but it's actually pretty straightforward now. So, yeah, that's oh, setting the gain values. Oh, there are actually a lot of places where I'm probably supposed to be setting the gain values where I'm not actually setting it. I should probably set gain value. Oof. Yeah, like when a passive event occurs, like it probably says like when people walk across the screen because a passive bonus has occurred, it probably says like 0 experience. Probably? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure setting gain is how I'm supposed to be like updating that value. So, yeah, I should probably do that. All right, I guess it's good that I'm unifying all this this whatever. So GM active, yeah. All right, so this should be fine. Yeah. I'm just gonna always include adding like aq.append or whatever. Yeah, maybe I think I'm literally going to say like the aq.append and the gain whatever blah blah blah. I think this is actually going to be just a permanent part of gaining experience. So like literally every time you gain experience, this will just naturally happen. So I'm just going to add this to, where is it? Adding experience. Yeah. So blah blah, those things happen, and then so it's not going to be quite like this. It's going to be shift tab 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 tab. So it's going to be global AQ, global AQ I should really change the name of that, but whatever. aq.append name, and so what is this other? So yeah, also predict name dot gain plus equals exp. Yes, all of these things are plus equals exp. Yes, good. So now every time you gain experience, you get added to the action queue. Sometimes it's not like super exciting because you only gain one experience point, but you know, whatever. You can still fine to hear about that stuff. Yeah, sure. I think that's totally legit. So now all the other places that I was adding players to the AQ, I can get rid of it because we do it here, and like this is kind of the only place that we actually have to do it. So not karma Q, AQ, aq.append. Yeah, so this is a place where we're adding experience, so we don't have to do that anymore. It's a place where we're adding experience, so we don't have to do that. Doop-a-doop. AQ. No, that place we do still have to do it because that's just queue management. That's not actually having to do with adding experience. But in this case, we don't have to do that, and we don't have to do the gain thing either because we're now doing that correctly. Yikes! It's been a long time that we've not been doing that correctly, which is a little painful to think about. But no one actually pointed it out, so who knows? Maybe no one actually cared, or I don't know. I don't know. Now that it's better, I think it's a lot better. But yeah, whatever. All right. This is good. This is fine. And then gain is all set up. Yeah, so I'm just gonna check where else we were actually, if we were. I feel like there was probably just that one other place. Oh, okay. Okay, so I wasn't forgetting it in literally every circumstances. Okay, no, actually, all right, I was actually setting it correctly sometimes, but so I don't have to set it here anymore because I'm setting it. Okay, all right. No, I wasn't actually forgetting it in very many places, so that's good. Gain equals 0. Yeah, that's correct. Gain. Yep. Gain. Yep. 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 That's all correct. So yeah, I can get rid of this, even though it's part of the comment, so it's technically not active right now. Yeah, popcorn. You tried to do a jump over the. Oops, excuse me. You can use the ladders, climb up the fence, give up, or wait until you grow up. I hope you don't mind, Jocko. This event has been running for a little while, so I'm going to conclude it, just so that the automated system can take over. But climb up the fence, give up, or wait until you grow up. Oh shoot! Wait, will this just hard conclude the event? If I hit conclude event, I think. Oh, I haven't really set it up to conclude event naturally, so I'm going to crown myself real quick just so I can conclude this event. I'm gonna say. So this sounds like it would be. This feels like an event type jagged, so I'm gonna say jagged. Nice climb. Good job. Good job, Mr. Maxmeyer. All right, now I'm going to revert to the automated system just because, yeah, I can give it back to Jocko when he comes back. There we go. All right, yeah. So, yeah, I have another item on my. Oh, and congratulations on everyone who leveled up, which was, I think, just Mr. Maxmeyer. Congratulations. Yeah, I have another task in here, which I revisit experience as potential. Like on alternating days, I want to do this and I don't want to do this. So I have it like at the bottom of the list because like I was thinking, hey, welcome back, Jocko. I was thinking, I don't know, I probably do want to do this actually, so I'm going to move this up higher on the list. But although next time I look at it, who knows, maybe I won't want to do it and I'll move it back down, but whatever. For now, I think it would be a good idea. So yeah, it's another part of like the whole experience smoothing idea, so that like basically like the whole level up progression is just a lot less like right now there are like a few lumps and bumps to it. So I basically just want it to be very straightforward, very consistent. Yeah. Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, what am I creating aside from the obvious answer of a game? The game that I'm working on right now specifically is this game right here, the game that we see along the bottom of the screen here. I'm calling it Side Quest, and it's like kind of like, well, it's an on-stream game. Like the game actually plays through this channel, and it's like it kind of like it was inspired by like text adventure. Well, it plays through chat, so like text adventure games, but also like tabletop role playing games where like it's about storytelling, and it's about like the idea is like we're this band of adventurers that we see here. You'll notice that you have a player in the game, and it's one of these little characters. Yeah, I'd never seen anything like it before, and I was just like, I don't know, that sounds like a interesting idea. I'll just make that game because why not? And I don't know, it's coming along pretty well so far. I think at least I'm happy with the progress. So right now specifically, oh yeah, so the project started out very small, and so I've been working on it for months now though. So I'm going back in. I'm fixing a few things that like I did them like really quick because like they were good enough like back when I first did them. But now I'm thinking about like scalability, and so I think yeah, I'm almost ready to like basically put the experience adding on like on its own separate. It doesn't have to be a separate thread. It just has to be like a separate thing in the main thread because no, I'm not going to put it on a separate thread because if I put it on a separate thread, then like it'd be weird like making data calls to like the same data on separate threads. Like, no, that seems sketchy to me. Um, so yeah, I added it, right? I added a queue called what? Experience. What did I call it? It was like experience gain queue. So I might not want to call it queue. I might call it like experience gains to process. Or unprocessed experience gains or something like that. Yeah. Unprocessed EXP gains. So it's an empty list for starters, and then we can say where. So like I guess like anywhere in here we can just put in basically yeah, I might as well do it at the start of the frame. So wait, what is this? If length process data. Oh yeah, right. This is where we process. Yeah, this is where we oh, process data. So I guess I could just call it process exp gains because like I don't know, I kind of have a precedent. I have a light precedent for it. So process exp gains is what we'll call it. So yeah, so in the same section we'll just say if the length of process exp gains equals 0, then this is the case where we'll say like we'll do like tweet levels, which is not a real thing right now. Oh yeah, so if the length of process gains equals 0, then if the length of process level tweets, I forget what I called it before, but I'll call it process level tweets now. If the length of process level tweets is greater than 0, then process level tweets. Actually, yeah, no, this is fine. So process. Oh wait, no, I need it. Hey, we got a new follower. Sorry, I was like halfway through the thought. Cool. X Core X or Core. Welcome. How's it going? Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so distracted right now. My head was. I was like, I don't know. I'm like slightly in the cloud, but No, thank you very much for following. I appreciate your viewership. Actually, no. But what part of what caught me up is that there's someone called Core spelled. I think it's spelled like yeah O Core CORPS and so like yeah no it's like Core. Oh wait, that's I'll have to. I might have to call you like X Core and O Core just to tell you if I. Okay, so this is the part where so this will be called like tweet level ups or whatever. I don't know. I'm changing these names, but like I think I defined these names already. But like I haven't finished writing it all anyway, so this is like half. This is like. Is there a word for like code that like doesn't? Another new follower. Amuse, am I welcome? Thank you very much for following. I appreciate your viewership. Thank you. Does anyone know if there's a code, if there's a name for like pseudocode is like code that's not real code, but like is there a name for like code that will work eventually hypothetically, but it doesn't actually reference any real thing? Because like tweet level ups is not a real thing yet. I'm just kind of like I don't know, stubbing that in, I guess. So tweet level ups. Yeah, that's fine. And then so the else case here is that this is the case where we're going to process. We're going to process. Adding experience to at least one of these players. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, so process exp gains pseudo cat stubbed methods. Okay. Okay. So process exp gains. Hmm. I I think I'm going to just pop off the front of this list. So I'm just going to say process exp gains dot pop, which will pop off the very so like the things are going to get added to the end of this list and they're going to get popped off the end of this list. So hypothetically, if things are getting added to this list faster than they're getting processed, like there's some. Is that bad? Maybe I should do. You know what? I should probably do this. I should probably do this the way I handle like the process data, where it's like a jagged sort of yeah, no, this is probably fun. I'll do it like this. So I just like I don't want to get like I don't want someone's like experience gains to get like so buried that they never actually like that it never actually gets processed. I mean, actually, if this queue is getting backed up at all, like that's an entirely other problem that would have to get addressed. But huh, I think for now we're okay. Oh man, what just occurred to me is that there's like another situation similar to adding experience that I might want to do something like this for, which is adding in passive experience. I mean, adding in passive experience is arguably even worse because it literally processes every player who's present. So yeah, I should do that as well. I should handle that as well. But I can do that. I can do that afterwards. It's similar, but it's not directly related. So all right. So uh, huh. I wonder if actually I don't know. I don't even. I'm not actually even sure if this saves me anything. I was thinking well, okay, no. If the problem here is bottlenecking, then I should probably do it in the most optimized way. Like I should probably do it as quickly as possible because if I'm not doing it as quickly as possible, then that actually only promotes bottlenecking. And like any scenario of bottlenecking is not like a good scenario. So I'll just I mean I could timestamp if I want to, I could timestamp these items that get added to this queue, so that way when they get processed, I can check exactly how long it took to process each of them, and I could like set up a warning for myself, like so that in case it ever gets too high, then I could basically like I don't know, like raise a red flag. I mean, I couldn't do anything like while the script was running, but that would just basically be like an indication to myself that I'm like hitting that limit. Because like otherwise it might be like entirely invisible what that limit really is, and uh, so I don't know. It would be good to keep tabs on that. Maybe instead I'll just intermittently. For starters, I'll just like print whenever the queue empties, like whenever the queue. Hmm. Nah, hmm. I don't know. How do I want to do this? I could process like more than one per frame. No, that doesn't really. Yeah, no, processing more than one per frame might be good. I don't literally have to go one per frame because like there's a lot of stuff that I do each frame, and all right, well, yeah, I won't worry about that for now. For now, I'll just say, right. So, like, if I need to change this later, I can turn what I'm about to write into a for loop, and we can do it multiple times, all in the same frame. But for now, I'm just gonna say, okay. So, process experience gains. Oh yeah. So like I'll say, so so like so like n exp or n gain equals we're popping one off of the list, and we'll say so the data format for this is going to be roughly, it's going to keep track of like the player's name and how much experience to actually grant them, and I think that's all we actually need to do. I think the rest of it kind of takes care of itself. So that's pretty straightforward. Yes, this is very light. So all we have to do is say uh, add experience, n gain index 0 will be the name, and comma n gain index 1 will be the amount of experience to gain. So yeah, simple. So yeah, that'll be really easy to change later if I feel like changing it later. Right. So now the last step, I guess, is just to in any place that we're now adding experience. Instead, we'll want to just say append those numbers onto process exp gains instead. Yes. All right. So let's once again look for places where we add experience. And let's start at the top because why not? Excuse me. All right, this is the top apparently. Excuse me. All right. So add experience. Right. Yeah. So okay. So same thing. We just say so process. Oh no. Sorry. This is the place where we're actually supposed to. That's the place where we're actually supposed to add the experience. No, that's the. That's the one we don't change. Sorry. That would have been funny. I'd have been like, why isn't it working? Okay. Sorry. So paste this. So this is now .append, and we're going to be appending in the this pair of data points. Yes. All right. So likewise. Copy that and paste that as such, and wait, wasn't there one more? It'd be nice if I could highlight the add experience. Oh yeah, no, wait, right, there's this one which I haven't changed yet. It'd be nice if I could, in like in a lot of programs, like when you're searching for something, you can actually highlight it, which is, kind of convenient sometimes. It'd be nice if I could do that here. It feels like there should be a way to do that, but I don't know how to do that. So whatever. Is it one of these? Multi-line, find all, select select all occurrences? No, I don't know what that did, but it freaks me out. Let's just keep looking for add experience. Okay. So yeah, eligible list, blah blah blah. Paste that, and then so and so, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's always great to have you around, Jocko. See you again soon. I hope every day, maybe.